What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10, and we made it to Friday, y'all. We made it to Free for All Friday, another week in the books, another amazing week here on the channel. Again, thank you. Now, y'all know how I like to start kicking off the Free for All Fridays, and it's with Nanowar Steel. There's something about their creativity and their brilliant minds and how they combine it with some of your favorite music and just make you think, make you laugh, make you cry laughing. That's just brilliant and so enjoyable. And so I've kind of like started to kick off Free for All Fridays with one of their tunes. You know, Call of Cthulhu was one that was very, very interesting. And the irony was funny of him actually being in a call center. This one, La Polenta Taragnarock. I'm not familiar. I think Taragnarock or Ragnarock, whatever you want to pronounce it, is a reference to like Marvel. I don't watch Marvel. If you've seen my rant on sci-fi, you'll know why. It's just it's oversaturated the market, and it just is annoying. So, I'm interested to see. Now, polenta, a very tasty dish. If it's on a menu, I order it. I absolutely love it. I would love to try it one day, actually, there in Italy. Now, with that being said, let's switch it up. Let's check it out. Let's get this Free for All Friday started. All right, we got everything ready. All volumes are looking good. Let's go for it.
La piazza del Querce. Benvenuti in un altro appuntamento con Valtellina. Oggi parleremo dei prodotti tipici di questa magnifica terra. In Valtellina ci sono gli sciante, la bresaola, i pizzoccheri. C'è la polenta taragna. Tutti la vogliono mangiare, gustare, assaporare. Tutti la vogliono cantare. Polenta Taragnarock!
Okay, so I'll apologize. Taragnarock, I guess, would be how to appropriately say it. Taragnarock is not the right way, so my apologies. Taragnarock. Taragna? Yeah, Taragna. Okay. Apologies.
Gravidanza ribolle nelle marmitte dei giganti, in valchiria delle pietanze antiossidanti. Impugnerò il paiolo magico, impasterò il toranto amido nel formaldebut. La polenta Taragnarock, la polenta Taragnarock, orgoglio dei maioli della Valtellina, la polenta Taragnarock.
Okay. Now, here's the downside of covering an all-Italian sound, and y'all know I've struggled this with some of the Japanese metal I've listened to, is a proper translation. Now, obviously, I can't type as fast as the lyrics show up, and so I rely on, Google Translate or sites that have already translated. So I've already seen some differences, so just ignore those differences and understand, nothing's 100% when it comes to the translation, it seems, which is just really silly considering the technology we have today, right? But there is a website called lyricstranslate.com. So, I'll leave it at that. Nourishing high density, a platter of smoking hot awesomeness, forged by Thor's ladle, and they said scoop. Quartering in your heart's arteries, from the mouth of Tripoli's volcano, it floods on you with its buttery shawl. Its lapilli of cholesterol are bombing the South Tyrol in a blitzkrieg of coarse corn flour. Now, I don't care how good or bad the translation is. That's some funny shit, okay? And you saw me clicking around. I was trying to see if there was another translation. I saw instantly that there were some differences. And so I looked, but in the amount of time I have between, my desktop PC, which I still use for the lyrics, and the laptop to record, me looking around and ignoring on the screen is not very productive. So I just went back to the lyricstranslate.com. These guys, think about it, right? Just think about this for a moment, and we'll get back to the song. You're sitting around a table or in your living room, and someone says to you, let's write a song about Polenta crossed with Marvel's Thor. That silence is what you're going to hear, unless you are Nanowar of Steel. That's the craziness of their creativity. I mean, seriously, think about the production meetings that they may have had in order to discuss the lyrics of the song and then how to put the video to it. That to me is where this humor comes in, and that creativity comes in. Is not just the finished product, but that story of how they did it. That's where it gets entertaining to me. Just absolutely hilarious. Isolating low transmittance. It protects you from AIDS and pregnancy. It boils inside giant kettles, Valkyrie of the antioxidant dishes. I'll brandish the magic cauldron. I'll knead the golden starch with for my demo. I'm going to mispronounce it. My apologies. The Polenta Taragnarock. The Polenta Taragnarock. Pride of Bahaltalanya's cauldron. The Polenta Taragnarock. These guys just... Seriously. The English ones are funnier just because I can understand it. So I'm trying to read the subtitles and react and then follow the lyrics on this side. So, picture those meetings, seriously, on how they're talking about how do they combine those two. All right, let's get back to it. A brilliant music.
Saccheggiare, intonacare e banchettare, ma se dall'impeto famelico ti lasci sopraffare,
Presidente,
il tuo stomaco Ginunga Gap canterà per scongiurare il tuo lockdown gastrointestinale dal lago del Migarda occidentale. V'è una pozione tonica dal colore paglierino,
cedrata tassoni, l'elisir di Odino.
ci mettono a prova.
Facciamo mangiarla però.
Sì, dai,
Decidi te, prepara carne. Dai, vieni.
E l'ha comprato il sale. Dai, che lui è un mago in cucina.
Sì, però questo è solo per oggi.
All right, I want to see. Yeah, I want to let all of the credits play just for their time and effort that they put into it. Once it switches to them, the other videos like this, generally they'll play other music with it, but they didn't this time. Interesting. Okay. These guys. Transmuted by Sondriel Zakeme, which it reduces ribosome and mitochondria, which absorbs an aerobic glucose. In an anaerobic process, an overdose could cause pellagra, but its consumption has the same effect as Viagra, transforming you into a Superman. Between your legs, you'll have a dragon of Como, overflowing with melted schmudden. No, I probably mispronounced that, but the Polenta Taragnarock, the Polenta Taragnarock, pride of Valatilina's cauldrons, the Polenta Taragnarock. There are so many things you can do in this world: pillaging, plastering, feasting. But if you let yourself overcome by ravenous impetus, Mr. President, your stomach will sing Ginunu. I'm screwing this up. I know I am. Ganunugaga or Ganunagaga. This is why I don't cover the other languages. I just screwed up immensely. In order to prevent gastrointestinal lockdown, from the western lake of Midgarda, there's a straw yellow tonic potion. Cedrade Tassone, Odin's elixir. I'll put some provola on it, which I'm assuming would be maybe provolone. Or Gorgonzola is perfect with it. Fuck, it's so good. And then they repeat the chorus several times. I'll go back to the creativity, right? Because you're taking polenta and combining it with, as they said, Thor and Odin and this medieval vibe to it. And it's only something guys like this could do. You hear so many different references of really what I'm going to assume is them walking through not only just how it cooks, but then how it absorbs into your body, which, think about writing a song like that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to write, but these guys go in and do it. They have fun with it, and they make you smile, right? It whether you translate it or you watch it in its original form with just the subtitles, it's they just make you smile. And I think that's just their goal, right? Is make good music and smile. And that's what I do. I enjoy it. I do wish some of these were more in English, but that's just a selfish me, right? Just getting spoiled by their first couple of songs that they did do, that I reacted to, just made them really super funny. Having to translate it takes away a little bit of it, but that is like just a minuscule complaint. That's just me being petty. Overall, I mean, I plan on keep going, regardless. And I've looked at lyrics of their other songs to see if they were in English or not, to see which one I wanted to cover first. Obviously, I wanted to get some of the English ones first. I see a lot of these in other languages. So it's not stopping me. It just kind of makes it difficult to find a good English translation, which just shocks me considering today's technology. Anyway, with that being said, let me switch it up and give you my final thoughts. Like I said, I mean, there's not much more I can say, right? I enjoy these guys. I love their creativity. Whether I understand all of it or not, to me, doesn't matter. They make awesome music. The solo was great. The melody was great. The visuals were great. All of it was great, right? It's still, with all of that, it still accomplishes making you feel something, right? Which to me has always been one of the major points of music, is to make you feel through an auditory interaction of music and your brain, is to feel. And these guys make me feel happiness. Whether I understand the shit or not, don't care. They bring me happiness with their visuals, just their overall attitudes, everything. So greatly enjoyed it. Another one in the books from Nanowar still. I do have actually quite a few. I've got the Lord of the Stadium, I think, or Lord of the Rings of the Stadium, Barbie, Princess of Twilight. There's quite a few that I've got. So this is not the end. I plan on going through a lot of their stuff, so don't worry. That being said, we have kicked off Free for All Friday. I've got more coming your way. Some bands you may have listened to, some songs you may not be necessarily in your wheelhouse. That's perfectly fine. I get requests for all different genres of all different types of music, and I love to cover those because I love all music. So stay tuned. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, y'all. Enjoy your weekend if this is the only one you watch. If not, stay tuned. We got more coming. I'm JTMM. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm out.